Hey guys, what up? It's your boy Khan, TDK, Mr. What the hell? How you gonna push me, cuz? I'm sick of y'all in this pushing up in here, man. Anyway, this is your boy Khan, TDK, Mr. So Real. This guy's messing up my intro. I'm in the underground. Train is pulling in. Today's video is good or garbage. This is the video series where I let you know if your hard-earned Phoenix credits, DZ credits, are even worth the time and effort of running around to check out what stuff is being sold at the vendors. I do this every week for you guys so that you know what is out there and what is worth your time. So in today's good or garbage, we have quite a few things. Some good. This dude is all in my camp. Man, cuz really? Okay, so in today's video we have a lot of stuff going on. There are actually a couple good things that are in the game this week for the middle of the road player. For veterans, there's a couple things that you may want to look into if you have the underground. For the new agents, there are some things that you may want to think about. So please take a look around this video and kind of wait and see what they have going on. There are a few things that may surprise you. And if you guys have not seen my review for the underground, or if you are on the fence about it, you can check the channel and see what this dude bumped me again. Let's just get out of here. Okay, just if you need a review for the underground, check it out, look at the channel, see the videos, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. So let's before this dude bumps me again, let's get this started. TDK, this guy's messed me up. My head is so messed up. TDK, Mr. So Real Con. I'll catch you guys later. Let's get this shit started. All right, let's go. All right, in the special equipment vendor, let's quickly see what he's got. All right, nothing to say. Of course, he has the usual suspects, but I would say that my first recommendation would be the MP5 ST if you are a new agent. The MP5 is a very good gun, and the perks that it has on it are unforgiving, dominant, and accurate. Now, while dominant is not really the best perk, you can always re-roll it, but accuracy is pretty good for high fire rate weapons. And if you are a newer kind of agent, then maybe you have trouble with some of the enemies, and unforgiving, giving you more damage as your health depletes, is not a bad perk. Two other things that I might suggest may be the Spec Ops armor. If you need to stay alive, you may want to re-roll the electronics into something like maybe health or firearms. This robust talent gives you increased armor while you're in cover for 47%, plus it has armor and health. And the other one that I can recommend is maybe the gunslinger holster. This also gives you armor while you're in cover, so if you stack these two plus have something like maybe smart cover, this will keep you alive a lot longer. And this is what I recommend for newer agents. More veteran players, you probably don't need it, but another thing for newer agents, this Predator's Mark knee pad is not that bad. It has increased kill XP, which may be good to help you level up, but if you're not in a real rush and you're more interested in staying alive, I would suggest going with the gunslinger holster and also the Spec Ops armor for the newer agents. Alright, let's go downstairs and see what they've got. Now, with the other special equipment vendor, the thing that I would probably recommend here would be the AUG A3 Prada XS. The reason I recommend this is because it has 46% critical hit damage. It also comes with Adept, which increases your critical hit chance by 8.5% after you for 5 seconds after you use the skill. And then it also has Vicious, which gives you more critical hit chance at 13.5% when you're at full health. And it also has Deadly, which gives you more critical hit damage. So when you stack all the critical hit damage, it's quite hefty, and it's something to consider, especially for the newer player. For the more advanced player, you're probably on to bigger and better things. You're probably not even messing with the AUG anymore. So I would say for the newer player who is trying to check this stuff out, or if a 204 it sounds like a good match for you, this may be a very good weapon. The other armors are similar to the ones upstairs, so it's nothing really worth talking about there. Let's go over to the blueprints and see what they have here. For the blueprints, these are all the same blueprints that they usually have, the 214s and so forth. The weapon kits, if you haven't picked those up yet, you may want to if you are doing a lot of re-rolling. Other than that, the only thing I can come close to recommending would probably be one of the mods that they have in here. There is a firearms mod that I saw earlier. Here you go. This is the level 32 firearms gear mod. So if you need to give yourself a little bit more firearms, you can pick this up, and this costs you 458 Phoenix credits. Alright, so now for the people who have the underground, let's go down there and see what is being sold. Alright, now for the underground, if you have this DLC, here are some recommendations that I can give you. We have something for the veteran players, and we have a few things for the newer players, but mostly for vets. So for the veteran players, the only thing you really want to worry about is the Firecrest knee pads blueprint at 268 and the blind knee pads blueprint at 68. Of course, you have to have rank 40 in the underground, but this is something you have all week to work forward to. These are the only things that I can recommend for vets, because everything else is only 204 and 240. For the beginner players, you may want to grind out as much as you can for the underground to get these blueprints. These blueprints are very attainable at rank 40. It may take you a week or two, but it is much better than trying to waste your Phoenix credits on, let's say, a 240 version, which is rank 30. You only have 10 more ranks to go, and you can get a much better version of the same thing. It's a much higher gear score, which means you have a better chance at a higher stat roll. So for anyone who has the underground, try and get up to rank 40 and then pick these up. In terms of the weapons, they're not really a lot that I would kind of recommend. If you're a beginner or a new agent, you might think about getting the G36, but honestly, these talents are not that great unless you want to re-roll Intense for maybe something else. Intense is not bad, but is it really worth 718 credits and a rank 20 in the underground? I don't think so. So let's get on down to the DZ and see what is being sold there. Alright, in DZ2, honestly, there is nothing but garbage up in this bitch. So the only thing that I can really recommend for the new agent is maybe this striker holster, because it has steadfast, which kicks in the regen twice as fast when you're in cover. It also comes with some armor. Ballistic shield damage is not that great, but for a newer player who's maybe around rank 25, the gear score is quite low, but still, this is about as good as it's going to get. For the veteran player, there's really nothing here. If you're at rank 90 in the dark zone, most of this stuff is garbage, and you don't really even need to be bothered with it. The blueprints, you have electronic holster, electronic knee pad, electronic vest, and firearms mask. All 204, nothing really great. Let's move on to DZ3 and get me out of this garbage dump. Alright, in DZ3, we have some interesting little things to take a look at. This MP5 ST is similar to the one in the base. It has accuracy, but that's about as far as it goes. It has destructive and determined. I don't really recommend this. I think the one in the base is much better, so let's skip out on that. The black market AK-74 actually is not bad. It has 22% enemy armor damage. It also has brutal. It has predatory, which if you can hit the stat roll is not that bad, but it is pretty good. If you don't want this, you can always re-roll it, and it also has deadly. So you have the brutal deadly combo all on one weapon. The only problem is it's probably for veteran players who can hit rank 80. If you are a new player, hitting rank 80 probably is not feasible, so sorry for you guys about that one. But if you can hit this and you are looking for an AK, maybe to go with your Alpha Bridge set, for the veteran players, this may not be bad. Scar H is a pass. The blueprints that we have are, of course, Valkyria. The custom M44 is still here, and the military MK46 light machine gun is here. I've heard good things about it, but that's up to you if you're into rolling light machine guns. And remember, this is a 204, so not too bad, but not too great. The thing is, for veteran players, this black market AK is very appealing, but it's kind of 204ish, so meh. But that doesn't mean that you should count it out. 204 is still a very respectable place in the ecosystem of the meta, so you may be okay with this. Especially since it has 22% enemy armor damage, this is not a bad weapon at all. So let's move on to DZ4 and see what they have. In DZ4, I'm really not surprised to tell you there's nothing but garbage up in here. So the only thing that I can recommend for the new player is the advanced firearms mod. If you are a rank 25, then this may be something that you might want to think about, but more than likely no one is going to pick this up. The rank 50 blueprints are the firearms gear mod blueprint. If you don't want to spend the Phoenix credits for the one that's in the base, you can pick one up here if you are rank 50, and vice versa. If you're not rank 50, then you can buy it for the Phoenix credits. The stamina gear mod is also here, so if you need firearms and stamina, you can pick them up here if you are rank 50. If you are not rank 50, it's kind of TS except for the firearms gear mod, which you can get from the basement in the base for Phoenix credits. Now let's move on to DZ5 and see what other crap they've got in there. DZ5, the only thing I can really recommend is the CQBSS blueprint. If you do not have one of these, then you should pick it up because it has headshot damage supposedly baked into it, and this would be good for just about any primary weapon that you're using, maybe your AR, your SMG, your LMG, your shotgun. Sniper rifles, maybe not. You probably want something with some zoom on it, but other than that, yeah, this is a pretty decent scope. It helped me out when I was first starting until I got some good drops, so this may be something good for the veteran player or the middle of the road player who's been playing a little bit but hasn't quite gotten everything they want. Vets, you probably already have something great. Beginners, getting rank 50, good luck. It's probably not going to happen anytime soon. The rest of the stuff that you can buy outright, it's not really that great, so I can't really say much about it. Accuracy and initial bullet stability might be kind of not worth your time. Forget about it. So why don't we just move on to DZ6, finish this out and see what they have over there. Alright, in DZ6 we have a bunch of kind of the newer gear sets and some of the older stuff. Honestly, for the newer player, you're probably hitting around maybe rank 30 if you've been in the dark zone, and some of this stuff is not bad. If you want to pick it up, you can. I can only say that there are possibilities for you to get better things than a 191 gear score, especially for the dark zone credits that you have to spend on this. I don't really recommend a lot of this for the newer agents. The middle of the road agents, you probably would like to focus more on these blueprints if you are rank 50 and looking for the 214 gear score. But if you're middle of the road, you probably want to get at least 240. So this may not be a great thing to do either. Of course, for veterans, none of this stuff is even worth considering. So I would have to say DZ6 is definitely a pass for most people, unless you need to finish something out with your Alpha Bridge, your Nomad, or your Final Measure. But more than likely that is not the case. So that is all for this week's What is Good and What is Garbage. I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. Please remember that you can check out more of my videos on the channel. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content or if you found it helpful. There is a review of the Underground DLC. I already have it on my computer. It's already uploaded to YouTube, so you guys should check that out. If you don't see it, just give it a little bit. It should be up very soon. But other than that, that is all. I am Con TDK, Mr. So Real. Thanks for checking out the video. Love all of the support that you guys are giving me. Appreciate every last single one of you. Until the next video, I'm out.